Hey everyone, so here is a little tutorial to show you how I did the spine rig for my little character, the BungeeMan. So we're going to try to recreate this graph from scratch. So in that scene, I just created those four controls, and so far all I have done is using those element arrays. I just matched the control to those bones, and I made sure that to make it to the initial position inside the setup events. So now let's build the rig. So I'm going to grab those controls again in order, so from the bottom to the top. I'm going to drag that here and create an item array. From there, I'm going to get the transform. And for each of the transform, I want to grab the position. So I'm just going to create four of those at a different index and connect all those together. And we're going to use those positions to create a spline. So let's look for spline from points. And I'm going to put four entries and connect all the translation to the spline. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's my spline. So let's draw that spline. Draw spline. And there you go. Let's make it a little thicker so that we see it correctly. And now you should see that spline here. Let's make it a B spline. I like them better. It's more intuitive in my opinion. You could also have used from the library the spline from items. I believe it does exactly the same as what I did. I just wanted to show you exactly uh, all the nodes inside in my rig. So we have our spline, and from that spline we can start driving the bone position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the bones that I care about. So it's from the pelvis to the spine 4. I'm going to create a little array again, and I'm going to start looping over those bones. So for each of those bones, we're going to attach them to the spline. And the way you do that is you have the transform from spline node that's going to return you the transform at a given U position on the spline. And I'm just going to plug that directly to the ratio being a value from 0 to 1 on that loop. And I'm going to do a set transform and plug that together and plug my element over there. Okay, so it's moving. You can see the character has rotated 90 degrees. It's because my up vector is not set properly. So I'm going to do sorry, 1 in Y. And we have this character, the spline, the joints now attached to the spline. So that was fairly easy. The one thing that I don't like, if I start pulling this guy, you see how the joints are all kind of coming to the bottom of it, and now I have a big gap between here and there. It's because all the joints right now are just directly attached to the spine, and we have no consideration of trying to keep them evenly spread across the spline. So the way to do that is to use the percentage. So here, given a percentage, we can get the U value on that spline. And now, if you look at it, you can see that regardless where I put this control, I can now keep evenly spread out joints on my spline. And that's exactly what I want. We have no twisting yet, so let's do that now. Let's go grab my first and last control. And for these two, we're going to grab the rotations. And what we're going to do is we're going to interpolate them. So first and last. And I'm going to interpolate them with the ratio. And I'm going to use that to rotate my up vector. Oops, rotate quaternion. So I'm going to use the same up vector that I had, which is 1 in Y. And I'm going to plug that into my up vector. So now it's already rotating. And just to make it very clear, let's draw the transform over there. Let's make them a little thicker as well. And you can see that I have nicely interpolating rotation on that spline. It's just a simple slurp, so you will get flipping after 180 degrees rotation in each direction, but it's a pretty good start. Oops, sorry. One more thing I wanted to show you quickly is how to maintain the length of that curve if needed. And that's fairly simple. All I have to do is get the current length of the spline. So I can do that with get length spline. And I'm going to divide my original length. So I happen to know that my original length is 30. So I'm going to do 30 divided by the current length of the spline. And I'm going to plug that inside my percentage. Compile. And what am I doing wrong? Oh, because I need to multiply and not plug that directly. Sorry. Obviously. And it's because this division here is giving me a 0 to 1 ratio. I mean, not a. It's giving me the ratio of the current length of the spline compared to my original spline. So here you can see it's 1 because it's at rest. But as soon as I pull, it's getting smaller. So here it's about 0.5. And you can see now that I have a spine that is keeping its original length. Regardless of how far I pull this control. So that can be pretty useful sometimes. And you can even do a add, not this one, sorry, the add float. And this here, if you do that, you're going to be able to start sliding the spline along the joints along the spline. That's the idea. That's it for now. Just wanted to show you how I did that. Hope you find that useful, and I'll see you next time.